of them are heavy. This one is light.
It was moving day at the Arizona Game and Fish Wildlife Center. At least it was for about 60 Sonoran desert tortoises that were moving to new adoptive homes.
Around 8:30, there was a huge pile of people outside the gate, and it made me really happy because those are the dedicated people that really want their tortoise.
The prospective tortoise adopters, who were lined up before the facility opened, had applied online for adoption privileges ahead of time. They were also required to bring photos to show that their yard has proper tortoise habitat. Once the paperwork was cleared, they were allowed to come in and find the tortoise they felt was just right for their family.
You peed in there, huh?
We like him because he seems really active and very friendly. When I picked him up, he went right up onto my neck and was kind of pushing up against me, and we really like that.
Yep, snuggle.
He seems to have good personality and be pretty active.
When it comes to being active, with a tortoise that can be a relative term, but they certainly have no shortage of personality.
I think tortoises just fascinate people. They're a little bit different than a dog or a cat, but they can still make a nice pet. They're low maintenance, and so when we put out the information that we were looking for homes, we actually had a really good turnout of people that were interested in taking care of them. And I think too, they're an iconic desert species that people here in Arizona really love.
Oh my goodness, I love turtles. When we saw this on TV about adopting, I think I was probably your first application.
The tortoises up for adoption today range in age from 6-month-old hatchlings to 3-year-old youngsters to 50-year-old adults. Since tortoises can easily live for 100 years, anybody who adopts one needs to be ready for a very long commitment.
We will have to make sure that he's inherited.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So that he'll have a good home when we go. Huh.
What, I'm going to live 100 years.
The Wildlife Center holds adoption events like this because there are too many tortoises and not enough homes for them. The problem comes from captive tortoises being allowed to breed, and they can produce a lot of offspring in a short amount of time. Game and Fish frequently gets calls to come to someone's home and pick up 40 to 50 unwanted tortoises.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. Good Lord, you're going to need someone to carry it out.
Before being put up for adoption, the tortoises are quarantined until they are given a health exam by one of the Wildlife Center's cooperating veterinarians. Once they are deemed healthy, they can be made available to the public.
We can't let them back out into the desert because once a tortoise is captive, you have to keep them in captivity. If you put them out into the wild, two things. One is you can jeopardize the wild population by introducing diseases like upper respiratory diseases. And also for that tortoise, you think you're doing them a favor by releasing them into the wild, but that tortoise doesn't know where to find food, water, shelter, and often it can mean that the animal ends up dying because that's not habitat they're familiar with.
They're just so cool.
Before you think about adopting a tortoise, find out as much as you can about their care and habitat requirements. They will need an enclosed area in your yard free of potential hazards, such as a dog or a pool, and the area must include a burrow for the tortoise to escape Arizona's extreme temperatures.
This is Wyatt. He's got a great house. Our whole backyard is tortoise haven. He's gonna have the greatest place.
If you are willing to do the research and provide the right environment, tortoises can make a great addition to your family.
They're really low maintenance, they're really easy to take care of, and they're great for kids because they come right up to you, they eat out of your hand. I just think they're awesome.
He loves you.